99% of first-time founders make the same mistake when marketing their product. First, I've made a lot of these mistakes. You can save a ton of money and time if you listen to this video and make sure that you don't make them too. The first mistake I see is people investing into marketing before they have a product that people can pay for. What I mean by this is I've seen a lot of companies pay, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 on launch videos when their product is still in beta. So you're just driving people to a wait list. The issue with that is you're using this big viral moment, a ton of money invested into this moment, and you can't even really capitalize off of it. Before you start to invest in paid, you wanna make sure that you have something that people can actually pay for, that you have a funnel that works, that people actually like your product. If not, you're just putting gasoline on a fire that hasn't been started yet. The second thing I see is people only launching once. And what I mean by that is if you look at a company like Claude, like ChatGPT, every single time they have a new model, they treat it like a new product launch. If you are a small team, you're a small product, if you launch once, like no one saw it. Like, oh, maybe 20,000 people saw it. Like that's nothing compared to the entire population. Every single time you launch a new feature or you build something or you have a new milestone, treat it as you're launching for the first time. Introducing this new product to the world, introducing this new product to the world. You can be doing this every single day because the reality is the world is huge. Most people didn't even see your launch, so keep doing it and keep getting that attention and earning it. On one of my previous products, I think we launched it like 15 to 20 times in a couple of months. Every time we added a new feature, we treated it as a new product. So this is something that could be good if you want to get a lot of attention, if you're trying to hack social media, and also get your team in the right mindset of constantly be building, constantly be shipping. The third mistake I see is people indexing into a channel too early before they have any signs of traction. And what I mean by that is if you in your head, you're like, yeah, we're gonna grow on TikTok and we're just gonna do that. But you have, like 50 followers and you can't grow at all. The issue with that is you're wasting time on doing small experiments on other channels. You should be doing a lot of small experiments initially, see what starts to get traction, and then invest in that. You have to treat marketing like it is a science. Don't go into it being like, this is it, I already solved it, I know how to do it. You have to go in, run experiments, see what works, test it, update your hypotheses, and continue. So if I think TikTok is the thing, but I can't get any views, versus if I posted this video on LinkedIn and it blows up, just do that. It's not that much harder to actually try it on the other thing. Run Facebook ads when you're ready, run ads on X, run ads on YouTube, try a bunch of things and see what sticks. And then once you get some traction, then you start to laser focus and just really nail that channel. The next thing is people are using their marketing as an afterthought in the product development. In reality, you should think of how the product is being marketed while developing the product. Are you building something that can go viral, that people will talk about, that drives emotion from people? How do you position that? What features do you need for it to actually go viral? How do you actually position this to the user? Who is your user? All of these questions, I often see people just literally build products. They have something and they're like, how do we sell this thing? The reality is you need to be literally thinking from the very first day of your product development, how are we going to position this in the market? And how are we going to market this thing? Because that will inform how you build your product. So if you're treating product as an afterthought, you're in trouble. The best thing about Steve Jobs that people don't talk about is he was a product person and a marketing person. From day one of the iPod, he was thinking, how am I going to market this thing? 1,000 songs in your pocket. That is the product that we have to have in order for this to be successful. So if you apply that from day one, you're going to be ahead of 99% of founders. The last thing I'll share is you have too many messages. This is ironic. For your product, you need just one and it needs to be clear. If you are trying to tell people about 15 different features that you have in this product, they're not going to remember any of them. Think of one really clear, easy message that can spread, that has low friction and is packaged well, and that is better to share than 15 other ideas. Spend a lot of time testing what that one thing is, try a bunch of different angles, do it on social media, try a bunch of different hooks, see what has good click-through rate, do it for your headline, do it in your emails, find that thing, and then once you find it, just stick with that for a while. The world is a super busy and noisy place. So if you're trying to do too many things, it's hard for a user to understand. So make sure you cut it down, make it simple, and you'll do well. These are just a couple of philosophies. Hopefully you found this helpful. I know marketing a product is harder now than building the product. So invest a lot of time in figuring out what works for you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to drop me a follow if you found this helpful. And until next time, my friends.